Well, hello from the Fancy Food Show in Las Vegas, Nevada. This is an exciting event. This happens twice a year, and what we see here at the Fancy Food Show are all kinds of specialty foods. Foods that are not necessarily major brand name kinds of things. We're not talking about Burger King or Taco Bell or some of the major products that you see in your supermarket or when you go out to a restaurant. These are more niche items, but it's a very, very growing kind of category. So we're going to take a little spin around the convention center here in Las Vegas. This is a three-day event. You see, we happen to be in the cheese section. Don't ask me how we ended up here, but that's where we are. You see one of the many booths here. This happens to be Cypress Grove. They've got a variety of different cheese items here. Looks pretty delicious. Very popular place. As we spin around here, we'll look at some of the other goings on here. Again, more cheese. We are in the cheese corner of the convention center here. A lot of what this show is about is the exhibitors. There are about 1,100 of them here on the floor. They're just trying to get the word out about their products. They're meeting with buyers. They're trying to get their products placed in grocery stores. They're trying to get them into restaurants. They're trying to get their profile up whichever way they can. That's the goal of this event. This event has been held every year since 1954. So it's a long-standing event. Again, more cheese all the time here. Give an idea of what's happening. And if we can bring you over. Good afternoon.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, are you enjoying the show?
I am enjoying the show. There's no lack of stuff to nosh on.
And to taste, exactly.
Yeah. I'm going to have Heather move in a little bit closer here. You are Cherie Hafer. And where are you from?
I live in Westland, Oregon.
Okay. Tell me about your product and about your booth here. Well,
Lactalis is the world's largest dairy manufacturer. We have over 300 plants around the world, but we do more than just cheese. We do yogurt, we do a lot. If it comes from a cow, a goat, or a sheep, we make it. So we're here, the deli division is here today.
That's awesome. And why do you come to the show? What does this do for your product?
Well, we have a number of customers that come to the show. Usually we have a lot of new items to introduce. So it's a great way to capture a lot of people in a short period of time.
And you're meeting with buyers?
Meeting with buyers, meeting with retailers, distributors, importers.
So the goal is to get the profile of your items. Get this on people's radar.
That's correct. That's correct. New authorization. Sell more cheese, keep your job another day.
That's a good motto. I haven't heard of that before. So how has the show gone for you so far? Has it met your expectations?
Well, expectations were a little odd coming out of COVID. We were not sure what to expect. It's considerably smaller than it normally would be. So.
But so far, so good.
So far, so good.
Lastly, how do you define specialty food? I mean, are these niche kind of products? How would you?
Some of them are mainstream and some of them are niche, but for us, specialty cheese is the cheese that you would go to the service deli in a retailer and purchase, versus going to the wall deli where you would buy like a chunk of, Monterey Jack cheese or whatever.
Good.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Hope this wasn't too nerve-wracking.
I turned bright red.
Yes.
I heated up.
Well, so before we go to our last booth here, some of the hot categories, I'm told, at this year's show, confectionery, so we're talking about things like candy and chocolate. Bakery items are big this year. Meal kits and frozen foods, that's another growth area that's really exploded. And finally, health and wellness. Anything in the health and wellness category, those are items that are much in demand. Consumers are clamoring for that kind of stuff, and so we've seen a bunch of those type of items here on the show so far. By the way, and I didn't mention this already, this is a $175 billion industry, so this is big, big, big. It is not just a small part of the food economy. It's a pretty major part, and it continues to grow as more and more people cook at home, especially in the outgrowth of the pandemic, and as they try to experiment with new types of foods that they may not have thought about cooking or preparing before. So finally, we're going to wrap up our tour here with Nick French. Nick is
Hello.
with Frangiosa Farms, correct?
That's right.
And where are you based?
We're based out of Parker, Colorado.
Parker, Colorado. So tell me about your product. You have, you make honey.
We make honey, we make botanical and mushroom-infused honeys.
Okay.
So we're taking those, beneficial qualities from mushrooms and turmeric and elderberry and infusing it in honey.
And I saw the honey over with the cheese on the other section here. So
we're super excited to be part of the cheese and the dairy section because our honey goes so well with cheeses. I mean, it's fantastic. We've been nibbling on some brie and some of our elderberry honey in the back here, and it's just fantastic.
What does this show do for you, Nick?
It's a great way for us to just show our brand off to a lot of the buyers and the retailers in the area. It's a chance for us to meet brokers and distributors and those buyers in the stores that we don't normally get to meet.
So it gets your profile up.
Oh yeah, people get to see us. They're discovering us as a new product, and they just seem to be loving it.
Is honey something that consumers are really interested in these days? It obviously has a health component.
Definitely. I think that it's growing. People's interest in honey has been taking off year after year. They're getting more interested in it. There's the local movement where people want local honeys. Then there's the movement of kind of exotic and unusual or infused honeys in our case. And people are really gravitating towards it.
Are you're able to do some business here, meet new buyers, and just further this product along?
Definitely. It's a chance to do a lot of business in one place all at once for us, whereas if we were to do it at home, it would take a lot longer to get on the phone and set meetings where we can meet buyers from all different retail aspects here.
Finally, do you have a chance to venture out beyond your booth and sample some of the other foods? Are you pretty locked into...
Oh, I've got a chance to get out. I've got some great help in the booth, and so I've been able to get out and try some of the neat and different foods, dried mushrooms or dates with peanut butter and sea salt on it. Some really nice foods that are out there.
There's a wide variety.
There's a lot. There's a lot
of stuff here, right?
Yeah.
I found that out yesterday. So
it's a lot of fun. It's a great event to be at.
Thank you, Nick.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Have a great show.
And as we turn around here, just a final couple of thoughts here. It's just amazing the variety of stuff that's on offer, and we've had a nice time sampling different foods. We did a bunch of that yesterday, and we're going to have more coverage of this fancy food show over the next couple of days on CGTN America. So tune in for that. Goodbye for now.